Mentally. You do that mentally, you die mentally, you die physically. We're going to die regardless. I'm just saying, while you're living, this power, love, self, all right? It seems as if they took that power of you loving yourself and told you to love something else first. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about this shit that's happening. That my point of view. I usually mind my business when it comes to shit like this. And I'm not going deep into the shit with the Jay-Z and I'm not going deep into that. I'm just going to say, man, they trying to take this nigga down, man. They trying to take this nigga down, man. And I'm going to work on my beats while I bust it up with y'all, all right? I mean, and today, I'm going to smoke my joint while y'all watch and listen to me talk. Because I don't give a good goddamn what you feel or what you think about me. And you got to be the same way too. You got to be the same way too. Now, I'm not saying to you that if someone is trying to give you the right wisdom and overstand it, that you just shit on them and just do what you want to do and do how you want to do. Nah, I'm not saying do that. What I'm saying is, whatever you do is what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it, and whatever you're going to do is between you and God, or whatever, your theory. I was telling you, man, I'm going to tell you this. I was so fucked up that I even went to say, man, they want me to even put God before me. I was having that fight. Like, I can't put God before me. I got to make sure I'm good so I can serve God. How deep is that? This is how far I was. This is how far I was away from me, that I started to question the whole religion shit. At was one point, I was going atheist. Because I was saying to myself, Tip's okay, what's happening? What's good brother? Listen, I was saying to myself, the United States of America has taught me to put me last. They gonna say, you're supposed to put God first in your life. And then you. Salute, family, what's good? My Biz, what's happening? Yerky. Is that what that is? Did I say that right? If I didn't, I'm sorry. But listen, this is what I was saying. They had me so far gone. I was saying, they kept telling me, you got to put God first. I was so far gone, I couldn't understand it. I'm saying, I got to put me first so I can serve God properly. Now, listen to this. Even though in our lives, we've been taught to put God first, what if God is saying, it's okay to put you first and then serve me? I mean, couldn't that be the way? But you know what? We always put God. If God is in your heart, it's in your heart. But let me get on with this Jay-Z shit, okay? Listen, I got a friend that wants to lyrically slay Jay-Z. Like, he doesn't care. He wants to lyrically slay Jay-Z off the mics and get him out of here, because he used to say that Jay-Z don't talk about uplifting the black youth. He speaks of hustling, but he don't speak of uplifting the black youth. And this is what my peoples used to say. And I used to stay silent on that, because there's a thin line. Now, my homie, the one I'm talking about, I agree with him. And I'm with him. If he start riding, I'm riding. We lyrically riding, you hear me? If he start riding, I'm riding. Which he already did. If you go look on my page on some of them old songs with the VO and me, he slaying. He doing that shit. It's too bad that, you know, we do everything ourselves, so the recordings wasn't really good at all. But they trying to they trying to get Jay-Z. You think they gonna get him, family? I'm saying they got all kinds of shit popping up right now. Look, that's what I've been working on. But they trying to get that nigga, man. And I think they gonna get him. Hold on to him. Game over. Game over. I'm working on this shit right now. Yo, I'm telling you, I got 2 beats. Once I make this album right here, yo, let me give y'all a prime example of what I did, man. I said, fuck this shit. So look, I said, fuck this. I'm gonna make my own shit again, and I'm gonna redo it. So what I did, we built this real small, because I'm only in here to do business. So when you go out here, look, Biz, look, when you go out here, come in, this my booth. Oh, wow. I turned my light on, but that's my booth. It's cause fuck out. Microphone, that shit costs a couple dollars. Man. But look, this my whole shit though. I'm recording something today. So I'm gonna record it, I'm gonna put it up too. Got some shit I'm gonna put up and let y'all hear though. But other than that, man, listen. I see, thank you, good brother. I see that, and Biz, you know, we talked about, you know, the Jay-Z shit a while ago. Like, that Jay-Z shit surfaced about who he was and who he was down with and the symbols, the fingers, and the goats and all that kind of shit, you know. We've been through that. But to see today that they're going after his head, it's like, oh shit. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. So all I'm saying to those who do tune in and holler at your boy today is, yo, just be right with your shit. Be right with you. Know God. Know God is there for you if you just get in line. And I'm not talking about getting in the line, wait in line, you're standing there, you're waiting in line and shit. Next. I'm not talking about that kind of wait in line. Well, let me say this, because the homie just said right here that God ain't real. I'm glad you said that. Listen to this. I want you to listen to it. The black man started calling himself God, right? The people that believed in, they were the beginning. The people that believed in, they were the beginning, start calling themselves the gods. So I guess in a country like this, God wouldn't be real. You just saying niggas ain't real. Hey, listen to this. God, I don't follow religion, dog. Listen though, God is good in my eyes. You have a choice. God is the sun in the sky right now. Because without that sun in the sky, it would be none of us. We would all die. There'd be nothing. Even this planet would freeze over. I'm telling you, I got the knowledge. I know that this universe has law. The universal law you asking me a question, dog, about what God does. Ask God that shit. You, nigga, God is endless. I don't know what else God is going to do or what God does for an individual. I only know what God does for me. And until you tell me what God does for you, then I don't know what God does for the world. Who told you that God gives kids cancer? Who said that? Who told you that? How do you know that the people of the land that you live on ain't been given cancer a long time ago and now you're born with it? It might have had nothing to do with God. It might have had nothing to do with God. Hey, okay, look, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this to you. I'm telling you what my outlook is. I don't know what everybody's outlook is, but I'm going to give you an outlook to why I think God is real. Okay? And why I think God is real is for the masses. It not just reflects from me, but everybody is a human being. And you can be, listen, you can be as big and as tall as me. But we both hold the same pints of blood to keep this body living. Right? You know, like the measurements of the blood that you need, the plasma. Okay? The mathematics of the shit that's happening and the shit that me and you are couldn't have been done by a man. It just couldn't have been. Well, let me say this. I don't want to say that. Let me say this. The mathematics, the perfection. Man, that's true. That's true. I don't disagree with you with that. I don't disagree with you with that. Okay? I don't. Because there's some theories that I don't believe that religion has given me, and I have rejected those. And the man in the sky is no. But let's look at this. Let's look at this. It's my son. God is an entity. God is like God. That motherfucker strong. Here, brother. You might have cracked that. Here you go. My son is up in this motherfucker. There you go.
Tired of these lighters.
God is a force. God is an entity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, let's do this. Let's play a little game. All right? Trey, I'll be out there. Let's play a little game, okay? You have a voice in your head, right? And it talks to you. It's you, right? You have another voice in your head. It talks to y'all. It talks to the you. First, just agree with me. Give me a thumb up. Hit that motherfucking like button. If I'm wrong, you have a voice that talks to you in your head. Am I right? Now, there's another voice. It's almost like, right, It's almost like you got two voices, right? And one might say you should do it, and the other one might say, man, don't do it. And you ain't said nothing. Like you can hear me talk. I ain't talking. But there's a voice in there. I know it's mine, okay? But I'm connected to something. I'm connected to something. I have to be. There's voices that I have to reconcile with, that I have to reason with, that I have to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not crazy, and you're not crazy. Okay, then what is the consciousness connected to? Because if consciousness is just inside of me, then why can I capture it? It has to be out here too. How do I capture it? If it's inside of you, how do I get it from you? People hear voices telling them to do terrible things. Is that God? I don't think it's God, because me and you, I just showed you, I identified God as good. And listen, I don't want to get this messed up. All I'm trying to tell you is that when I look at God, I think of the beginning. I think of the highest being, the highest person with knowledge, the highest person. Oh, that's God, or that's the Lord, or that's the. So when I look at the sun in the sky, here, the sun is the God. Here. I ask people all the time, if you can talk to an invisible man, have you ever tried talking to the sun and praying to the sun in the sky? Because the sun has plasma. You have plasma. The sun is solar. You have a solar system. Whoever put these things together to make you in tune with that sun, that's God. Okay, is you with me? Listen, bro, I'm not trying to get you to believe. I'm just trying to get you to understand that when I say God, I'm thinking of good, okay? I'm not saying that there's this being that's going to save you, because me and you know that only you can save you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disagreeing with you, because remember, I just told you that I went all the way atheist. I went all the way atheist, nigga. Until I realized that something is giving me a choice. I'm giving me a choice, but there's another voice. I mean, there's a good voice, and then there's a bad voice, and then there's your voice. And if you're on some real shit, there's another motherfucker too. I started to ask myself, are these the what they call them shits, man? Parallel dimensions, you know, because when you want to change dimensions and dimensions, there has to be frequency. So, and the highest frequency, listen, the highest frequency is love, nigga. Power, love, self, or die. How often are you blind, nigga? How often are you blind to say that there is no God? How often are you blind? Hey, listen to this. I've done all the research that I've done. I was a Muslim, I was a Christian, I'm Nubian. I've studied, I had books, I've done all that. You saying so, prove it. I exist, nigga. What do you mean? If I'm gonna say this again, man. The sun in the sky is God. Now, I proved it. You know how I know the sun in the sky is God? You can feel the heat, nigga. And the sun is a giver. It gives life, nigga. Everything grew on this planet. The sun is God. Now prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Because y'all niggas run around here talking about there's no God, this and that. Well, prove me the sun is not real. Prove me the sun in the sky is not real. Without that, there be no you. There be no consciousness. Okay, all right, then. You see where I see. Now, I want you to do you think that the sun carries information? The sun in the sky. Do you think it has information? We know it has vitamin D. So we know that everything on this planet needs vitamin D. The sun gives vitamin D to everything. Do you think that it holds information? Do you think that the sun rays hold information? I'm just asking. Shit, it gives life. What else can it do? Can it make man with the combination of earth? Can earth and the sun create a man from the water, and the man it had to start underwater. So if any man was created, it had to be underwater. Come on, I'm gonna do the math with you. I'm gonna show you God. It had to be water. For a man to be created, they had to have him in some type of liquid, or he had to have water. I'm going to ask you, the motherfucker who created a man had to be what? He had to walk around? Or was it the sun, the moon, or was it the sun and the planet that made man? Did man just grind into a ball and come up? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing lives without the sun. Now, you asked me who God is, and I told you. Now, you see the physical side of it. Now, what about the inner? They would call it spiritual. Now, I had a problem with the spiritual because I was saying that, what if the spirit is the blood? Nigga, I'm just running this with you because I want you to understand that I got knowledge. What if the spirit is the blood? Because when the blood seeks out, we die. Is the spirit the blood? Is the spirit the blood because the blood holds the information? Is the spirit the blood because when it leaks out, it evaporates, and guess where it returns to? The sun. Any liquid returns to the sun. So, will you return to God, the blood? Dog, listen, I could be high. You know what? I'm ready to get high. I'm ready to get high because me getting high has nothing to do with the knowledge that I got. I'm still on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on the middle of the fence with that. You funny, man. You a funny. Man, you better have sub, motherfucker. Because every time I get on here, I want to see it. I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? But listen, dog, we can get deep, dog, and bust it up and talk. But listen, other than the God stuff, man, me and you sat now, we know where we stand at. What about this Jay-Z shit, man? All right? They got him. They got him. How old are you? Do you know? Do you know, I'm only asking how old are you because I want to know if you came from the era I came from. I'm like 40 plus. I was kind of like, I've been around for a while, like, you know, and hip hop. I remember hip hop and then rap. Like, they was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, rap was more of the shit that the corporation got a hold of. The corporations got a hold of the rap. Corporations sell rap. Okay, you're not far. Corporations sell rap. Internet sells hip hop. You know? Right though. So how you feel about this Jay-Z shit, man? You think he done? I think he done, man. Especially if they out there snitching. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying that you can say anything nowadays and they're gonna try to make it stick to you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to make it stick to you, dog. They are. It damn sure doesn't, bro. It doesn't. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. But ain't that how they roll? They be trying to take the motherfuckers' money. You know what I'm saying? Like, take their riches and me neither. But I try not to, you know what I'm saying? I try to let them do them. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I got something for this shit. Let me see if I got something for this shit. Yeah, I lit up. Motherfucker, shit, fuck it. You lit up. I lit up. You know what I'm saying? We know what and where God is. We gonna say the sun, all right? Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's just word of mouth. They just locking motherfuckers up. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's it. We gotta definitely see that. We definitely gotta see, you know. But yo, man, I enjoy hollering at that. You know what I mean? Talking to the people, man. I enjoy this shit. You know why? Because I'm going to be one of the realest people, man. Word I am. I don't, there is no frequency higher than love at this moment. Power, love, self, man. Word. You'll get anywhere. Nigga, I was at rock fucking bottom. I was at rock fucking bottom. And no, I'm not going to say I called out for God. I called out for me to help me. And I'm going to say this, bro. I know God was with me. I don't give a fuck. It's with me every day. That's sunshine every motherfucking day. Whatever conscience it has to send to me, because I talk to the sun, nigga. I asked it questions, and I've gotten answers. I just didn't ask the dumb questions. You know what I'm saying? I sat out there. Listen, I sat out there on a warm day, and the sun shining. I hold my hands up. I let it hit me on my forehead. I close my eyes. That sun hit my forehead. And soon as I start feeling the heat dribble in my body, Like I could feel the sun. I could feel the vibrations. Then I start asking questions. It works. I'm not asking I'm not asking, am I going to be rich and all that kind of shit. That's not what I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? Dirk fucked up. I like Dirk too, man. Listen, I didn't listen to a lot of Dirk shit, okay? I wasn't a big fan. But the music that I heard, I liked. I liked. But man, when you are vibrating on a low frequency and this is your language, this can't be your language. This can't be your only language. I'm not saying it can't be your language. It just can't be your only language. There was times a motherfucker put it to me and I talked my way out of it. It happened to me twice. And I'm not saying that he had intentions on shooting me. I'm just saying that I was in the situation. I don't know what intentions he had. But it's obviously he wasn't going to shoot me, because if he was, I would be shot. It had happened to me twice, actually. And I spoke like, yo, like, what? Oh. The first time it happened to me, I was scared to death. It happened more than once. I've been shot at more than once. And I watched people get shot. And I done watched that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that there's a reason why I say power, love, self. Because if you're dealing with niggas that's into that shit, nigga, you do not love yourself at all. We need to recognize what loving yourself is. When I look at Jay-Z and them, and I see the deals and the ties that they met with these people, how did they get fooled by these people? How did these people fool them into sacrificing their lives and not believing in the sun in the sky? The only begotten Son. The Son of God, nigga. The only begotten Son. Yeah, you do, bro. It's scary, though. Every time was scary. I'm not going to say that I'm this tough guy and I'm not scared. I'm still scared today. Some shit happened maybe like 5 years ago. It might have been a little longer than that. This guy that lives next door, his mom moved next door. They put a house there. It used to be a park next to my mom's house. So the alleyway, this places, these things, they call them, it's called Habitat. Now I'm from Delaware. So look, it's called Habitat. They put the house next to my mom's crib. So I had to use the alleyway to get to the back of the crib, because this is where I make my studios at. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfucker, boy, I had said something to my mom and his mom, because my mom and his mom was talking, and I told my mom and his mom, if somebody come down that alley, tell me. Don't wait. Just the way I just said it to you, I said it to her. She said I threatened her. Her son that knew of me and knew me came to me with the hammer. Knocked on the door. Asked for me. I came outside. We talked and I told him, yo, man, I didn't disrespect your mother. I'm not even that type of nigga. Man, I smelled the liquor on his breath, though. I was gonna steal him. But I'm glad I didn't. Because when a nigga stepped back, he had the fucking flamer on him. He said, say something else, nigga. I said, oh, shit. Like, damn. Nigga, I was going to punch you, because had it been me coming from my mom, I would have rocked you. I would have rocked you already. But you know what? I said, I talked to him like, yo, nigga, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that to, I'm not a disrespectful man when it comes to elderly women. That ain't my type of shit. Like, nah, I ain't, And man, he walked away with that motherfucker. I see him today. I be wanting to fight. But you know what? His mom lived next to mine. What that's going to lead to? Nigga, the motherfucker, my homie came because the boy down the street saw it, called my homie. My homie came with the joint. I said, yo, no. His mom and my mom live right next to each other. Like, what the fuck we going to do? Bang it out right here in front of our mom's houses? He got that. I'm cool with that. It was his mom. I would have done the same thing. I probably would have already punched him. I wouldn't have came with the burner. But since he knew of my past, he came with his fucking burner. And I'm telling you, man, this shit'll catch up to you. If there is a universal law, bro, I want to call the universe God. I'm going to tell you why. Because the universal law, the universe sets is good. It brings balance. God brings balance. If you not bringing balance, you ain't God. I'm just look at my perspective. I'm not trying to get you to believe in God. I'm just trying to get you to see what I see. You know what I'm saying? Word. I'm trying to get you to see what I see. That's all. Man, there's been some terrible shit that done happened, man. That made me say, man, I don't believe God. I was there. You know, my first time seeing a funeral, it was my... Yeah. You know? Do you know? I found that controlling your anger, because your anger is protecting you. It's just, you got to control it. Okay, anger is a superpower, all right? Let's just say, you know, when you see the movies and the child has this power, right? And then they don't know how to control it, and they have to be taught how to control it. Well, you have a lot of superpowers. You have anger. You have these things that protect you. Let me see. Anger. You got emotions. You got sadness. Sadness helps you understand that sadness. Let me say this right. I don't want to, because we're across this internet and somebody will take my words and really throw them around. Sadness lets you understand that there's happiness too. You know what I'm saying? And happiness lets you understand that the definition of sadness. You can't have one without the other. You can't. You can't have one without the other. You can't. Word, bro. You can't. Yo, I'm gonna stick to that pride shit that you speaking about. That pride shit is real, man. Some people got pride, and that pride is also a super weapon, okay? It's a superpower. You can't misuse it. That's my son. Son, what's up? My baby. He already know. You know what I'm saying? That's my son, nigga. That's true. They getting that motherfucking lockup. It's different. Because you're going to respect a motherfucker inside this box. You're going to learn how to be a respectful nigga. You're going to learn everything that you didn't learn on the street. You're going to learn in here how to live. Some people do learn from people. Some people that's locked up do have your best interest when you come there. They be trying to get you to do right when you go out there. They be trying to get you to do right when you go out there. But some motherfuckers, you know what they do? Man, you in here with me, man. Fuck you. Come out and go right back to fucking jail. Hear me when I tell, hear me when I tell you, man. And they go right back to fucking jail. It's okay to be soft, man. Listen, I'm a hard and a soft nigga. I put my soft side out, though, all the time. I love it. My soft side, people tell, yo, listen, when I put my soft side out there, I've learned how to deal with people using me. You know? I learned how to deal with this shit. Putting my soft side out there. I could have dealt with it with anger, but I'm trying to learn how to deal with it without anger. Because see, if I start dealing with it and it doesn't bother me, I can continue doing me without slowing down my pace because I'm stuck in the world of thoughts of what someone done to me. That's my fucking son. Yo, listen, I'm going to play this motherfucking beat and try to spit something before I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think of the verse. I've been sitting here for a minute. But I had to talk about that, man. And you know, all my prayers goes out to those who is questioning God. That's what God wants you to do. I want you to question it. Remember, God don't got nothing to prove. Do I believe God is a he or a she? God could be either. This is why they trying to push that shit. Transgenders that don't have no gender. They trying to be God-like. But they can't. You can't copy God. You can't copy it. You just have to be. You have to roll with it. It doesn't mean change you. Change your God-given physical. It doesn't mean that, man. It doesn't mean that. It means change your way of thinking. Change your way of thinking. Man, Jay-Z got a lot of music, man, and is a great MC. He's a great MC. I think he's dope. He got caught in with them people. You know what I'm saying? I guess them people, I don't know. He got caught in with the billionaires. Because it's just obvious that all the billionaires do what billionaires do. And some billionaires are naughty. Some billionaires are good. I tell you what. Them niggas. Oh my God, man. Yo, I just made that beat. I'm working on it. Yo, look, I try to change my mind frame not to see the bad all the time. So I can have thoughts to laugh at, be original. That'll get me a fast stack. I never been the type of nigga to fall apart Always been the type of nigga to spark. Smash a L in the morning on the bench in the park. I'm still yawning. I do the same shit when it's dark. I try to keep my mind at ease. I used to go hard, I try to find them keys. I front lined it, got knocked by the D's. Switched the game. See, I had to maintain my sanity. Looking for re-up and herb smoke and 12-12s just to re-up. You rarely ever saw Poppy broke. Right, low, look. I'm fucking around. I wanted to spit something else, but that's what came to mind. But that might go on there. Yo. Yo. I said some shit. Yeah, I write my music, man. You know what?